Good evening and welcome to the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for Cedar Falls on Wednesday, August 23rd. I will call the meeting to order and have a roll call.
Alberhaski,
Present.
Chrisman, Grebevich,
Here.
Hartley,
Here.
Larson,
Here.
Lynch,
Here.
Moser,
Here.
Stallnaker.
Here.
All right.
Oh, I forgot.
And Brad.
Leaper. I leaped right over you, Mr. Leaper.
That was a good one, Karen.
Haven't heard that one before. Never heard that one yet.
All right, we'll move into approval of minutes from the July 26th meeting. Do I have a motion to approve?
Actually, could I actually ask for an edit to the minutes?
You may.
On page 2, item 3, the last paragraph has 7 ayes, but it includes myself and Lynch, and Commissioner Lynch as voting aye, and we were not here.
Yeah.
So,
So page 2, item
3.
3, the voting needs to be corrected, right?
I guess technically.
Okay.
Thank you for that. So with the edit, is there any other discussion? Or can I have an approval of the minutes?
We need a motion? Did we make a motion?
Oh, sorry, motion. No, there was not a motion, so I need a motion to approve.
So move.
Thank you.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign, motion carries. All right, this is the moment of the meeting where we can have public comments on anything that is not on the agenda for this evening. Seeing none, we have a special order of business tonight, and I will introduce Kevin Rogers, our city attorney, and Chelsea Luring, our diversity, equity, and inclusion specialist, to talk about training resources for city boards and commissions.
Thank you. Nice
You're
to be here. It's been a while since we've communicated. The reason we're here today, a couple reasons. Number one, I want to inform you, reintroduce myself first, and then let you know that, of course, we're here for your help if you ever need it. Reach out to your liaison, contact me directly to help with any legal issues you might have. Happy to help. The second thing is I want to let you know about a training initiative we've been working on for quite a while. It's not substantive to your subject matter because you're the subject matter experts, but it's more process and procedure. And what we've done is we developed 4 videos, and unfortunately for you, they're only about 4 or 5 minutes long each, and they cover a variety of topics. The first one is sort of an overall boards and commissions. They apply to all boards and commissions, so you're not the only one getting this. But it's kind of overall your jurisdiction, where your powers and duties come from, role of commissioners, things like that, kind of over broad view of things. The second one is about meeting procedure, and that talks about open meetings, open records, process, parliamentary procedure, role of the chair, things like that that we think will be helpful. The third has to do with conflict of interest, and you as city officers, of course, are subject to conflict of interest rules, and it will help you hopefully recognize a conflict of interest, what happens if you do have one, and what the effect of all that is. And the fourth is a contested case sort of review, and that also would apply to you in some cases when you're acting in your quasi-judicial role. And so some boards and commissions don't have to look at that one. I'd encourage you to watch all 4. As I said, they're only about 5 minutes each. I think your liaison will be sending out a link to those if you haven't already. They'll be coming. And I don't know how it works exactly. It says YouTube, but it's not really YouTube, so I'm not sure how that works. But you'll have access. You play it, and fortunately, somebody else delivered it. My fingerprints are all over it, but you don't have to watch me talk. It's somebody else, Amanda Huseman, our communication specialist. So that'll be good for you too. I hope it's useful to you. It's not mandatory, but it's encouraged that you review it. After reviewing it, if you have any questions, concerns, or any ideas for improvement, maybe areas that you think we should have covered we didn't, we'd appreciate your feedback. To my knowledge, it's the first time we're doing this, so we hope it's helpful to you. That's the aim. Some of it's based on questions I've gotten over the years. Some of it's just things I thought maybe would be important to you, but you know better what's important to you, so let us know if you have any feedback. So that's that piece of business. That'll be coming in front of you pretty soon. The second order of business is I want to introduce you to our DEI specialist who's here. She can speak for herself. She's been here since January? Yep. January of this year. Doing a great job, and she's here to assist the commission as well on any matters pertaining to DEI, and I'll turn it over to her now. Chelsea Luring.
Hi, everyone. Yep, I'm the new DEI specialist, so diversity, equity, inclusion. Yes, I have been here since January. Just a little bit about my role. Basically, so I'm in the HR department, so kind of really working with city staff side of things there, and then more with kind of the community. I am the liaison to our Human Rights Commission, so kind of split between city and community in that way. Since I've been here, a few things that I've been working on, had a chance to go through, all of our city personnel policies, looking at accessibility on our websites. Right now I am helping to work on an ADA self-evaluation and transition plan. So really looking at the accessibility of our program services, our facilities, buildings. And then I've been helping out with our public safety to help start up a mental wellness peer support program there. So pretty excited about that. And then kind of on the Human Rights Commission side of things, I don't have the exact date, but sometime in November, we're hoping to have a Human Rights Commission summit here in Cedar Falls. So that's kind of in the works. And yeah, otherwise I am here for any DEI related questions. Definitely like to do research, resourcing. So anything that comes up, be sure to let me know. Thank you.
Any questions? Thank you very much. All right, we will move into old business, and we have a zoning code text amendment for on-street parking as shared parking. Karen.
Okay, as you may recall, you considered this at your last meeting in July and set a public hearing for the first meeting in August. Unfortunately, the Courier didn't publish that notice, so this is basically a meeting for you to reset that public hearing. This is on a code amendment to consider eliminating the zoning code provision that would allow on-street parking that directly abuts a property to count toward the shared parking requirement for any new development on the property. This is a city council petition. So tonight is just about a motion to set the public hearing.
All right. You've heard Karen speak. Is there anyone that would like to make a motion to reset the public hearing for September 13th?
It's a process if no public hearing is held.
I'm not certain here. You have a request from the city council to hold a public hearing to consider this matter. So the commission doesn't want to consider the matter. Is that correct? We have the city attorney right here.
Which is great.
Thanks for coming, Kevin.
Thanks for the problem right out the bat. The way it would go is the council looks for P&Z's recommendation on these issues by ordinance. If the P&Z doesn't act, there's no recommendation for council to act on, so they go ahead without your recommendation. So if P&Z wants to be heard on this, I'd suggest maybe have a public hearing and consider it.
Okay, thank you.
I guess staff would recommend that you hold a public hearing on the matter.
I'd move that we hold a public hearing.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, please roll call.
I think you can just take a
Okay,
voice
thank
vote
you.
on this.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, we'll move into new business, and we have the master plan amendment for the Arbors subdivision. Michelle, are you wanting to put these two together?
We can.
Okay.
We can. All right. Get on the right slide here. Arbor's subdivision is located north of Viking Road, west of Arbor's Drive, and west of Hudson Road. So the applicant is proposing to redo or requesting a modification amendment for their master plan as well as their preliminary plat for fifth and originally what was approved in 2020 as fifth and sixth phases. The staff does not have the approval process to recommend approval for a final plat that's not consistent with the final, or with the preliminary plat. And the preliminary plat needs to be consistent with the master plan. So moving forward, they're asking for an amendment for their master plan, amendment to their preliminary plat. They're proposing two options. One, option A, is what was approved in 2020, and then option B, or Plan B, would take the by-attached lots, which are the 30 by 100 or more lots, and make those just regular for single-family use. This also, if they want to go back to adding the by-attached lots, they don't have to go back and amend their master plan.
You might as well say the recommendation on that.
And the preliminary plat, staff has looked over both projects, and we found that the provisions, the applicant has met the standards. And our staff recommendation is to gather comments and continue the discussion to the next meeting, or make your decision and recommendation to City Council tonight. And with that, I'm open for any questions.
All right, any questions for staff?
So it appears that that the by-attached lots, as they were originally designed, are now being merged. Is it correct that I overheard you say that that as they're merged, they would be single-family lots, but they could still build two-unit?
Right, they'd have to go through the process again to either amend the preliminary plat or come back and go through a minor subdivision.
So the master plan is what would dictate single-family exclusively?
So the master plan, what's being proposed here is two different options. That way they don't have to come back and amend their
I
master
see.
plan again. So they'd like the approval for both options, either the by-attached units that are approved today or that are currently planned for. And now they're requesting, they think they want to go forward with just single-family detached lots, and that's what's on the preliminary plat. But if later they decide they want to do some by-attached units in that location, what this would do is not make them come back for a master plan change.
So it would allow for a mix?
Right.
Okay. And then that would have to be firmed up on final plat approval, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So if it ended up being a mix, we'd see how that got split on final plat approval. Is that
So
correct?
the final plat has to comply with has to be consistent with the preliminary plat. So right now, they're just planning detached single-family units.
Okay.
So they would have to resubmit a preliminary plat if they wanted to go back to the by-attached units. But they wouldn't have to change the master plan.
Okay. That makes sense. Part of my asking is just for clarification for everyone.
That's good. Any other questions? All right, we'll let anybody from the applicant that would like to speak to this. All right, seeing none, any public comment? Seeing none, pulling it back to the commission for discussion and then continuing our meeting. Or we can make a decision today.
I move to approve the change.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
To confirm, we're only doing the first out of the two items, or are we doing both? The motion is just for
master plan.
So we'd like two different motions. So this is the motion for the master plan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Seeing none, we've had a motion and a second. Go ahead, Karen, and take roll call.
Alberhaski?
Aye.
Grubevich?
Aye.
Hartley?
Aye.
Larson?
Aye.
Leeper?
Aye.
Lynch?
Aye.
Moser? Aye. Stalnaker?
Aye.
That motion carries.
All right. Do we have a motion for the preliminary plat, or would we like to continue discussion?
So moved.
I can't make the motion, but you can. Motion, second.
Second.
It's been motioned and second. Any additional comments?
Alberhaski?
Aye.
Grubevich?
Aye.
Hartley?
Aye.
Larson?
Aye.
Leeper?
Aye.
Lynch?
Aye.
Moser? Aye. Stalnaker?
Aye.
Motion carries.
That's it for new business. Is there any commission updates, Karen?
I don't have any updates for you tonight.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
It's been motioned and second. All in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Have a great evening.